Exodus means it's old.
Exodus, Old Testament.
Yeah. You want to play Name That Religion?
Rami, we're playing this game. Okay. Name that religion.
We're going to read a quote, and you're going to tell us if it was Old Testament, New Testament, or the Quran.
Okay.
All right?
The Americans know almost nothing about Islam. Nothing. They've never looked at the Quran. And if they did, they wouldn't know what they found in it.
3 questions. If you get 2 right, you win any of those prizes. Alabama shot glass right here. We've got this. It's Christmas always in Alabama, Birmingham.
I know, I see you salivating already. And yes, these are salt and pepper shakers.
So that's one
So this is a real possibility for in your future. Here we go. Which holy book stipulates that a girl who does not bleed on her wedding night should be stoned to death? Old Testament, New Testament, the Quran.
It doesn't bleed on her first night?
The Quran. I'll say Quran.
Quran.
Very quick
That was a
answer.
very quick answer. And why did you answer that way?
Because the women are subjected to men.
It is the Old Testament. Deuteronomy, dude. Deuteronomy.
There's an awful lot of going into the Quran and looking for lines in Scripture that seem violent or ugly in one way or another. And of course, what is never said is that these kinds of statements can be found in virtually all Holy Scripture.
All right, here's another one.
I really want those salt and pepper.
We can't give you that away. You got to earn that, buddy. I'm not kidding around. All right, here we go. Okay, which one says that if you work on the holy day, you should be put to death?
I'm going to go with the Quran on that one.
No, my young friend. It's actually from Exodus 35:2, Surah 3:4:2.
This is the worst contest that could have been a problem.
I can't expect people to understand the nuances of Islam. We've grown up in a Judeo-Christian world where those traditions are remarkably familiar to us. People know about them without knowing how they learned about them.
Mary said, "My Lord, how can I have a son when no man has touched me?" He said, "God thus creates whatever he wills to have anything done. He simply says to it, be, and it is."
See, my last impulse was wrong on that, on the one. So I'm going to go with, let's say, Old Testament.
Dude, it's the Quran. What is wrong with you, buddy? Come on.
You know, among the many prophets that Muslims believe, Jesus is one of the mighty prophets. I cannot consider myself following Muhammad unless I consider myself as a follower of Jesus Christ, Moses, and other prophets.
Put your sword back into its place. For those who live by the sword, die by the sword.
I'm thinking Old Testament.
Yeah, New Testament. New Testament. New Testament.
I'll take Old Testament.
I'm gonna go Old Testament.
New Testament.
New Testament.
New Testament.
Very close, though,
All
because
right.
they both have the word testament in the title. So, because of that,
I
Eric, you still get a prize.
Still get a prize.
behold what you have
That's
here.
so giving.
Don't air this because I'm ordained minister.
No.
Are you ordained minister?
These are very abstract quotes here. And, you know, there's not a whole lot of difference between the three in some cases.
Then that's maybe the point we're trying to make.
Okay.
Okay, everybody.
I'm sure there's just tons of garbage in the Quran. It's full of contradictory statements, and on one hand it's all about peace and love, and on the other hand it's about death and violence, and I mean every religious tome has that.
If something makes people act like less assholes, then I'm all for it. I mean, the reason religion exists is because people were acting like such assholes. Somebody's like, look, let's just set up say here's the way you act, you're right and wrong, you know what I mean?